Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. How are you guys doing out there this evening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Would rather be no other place than with you guys. Welcome in the ring, guys. Whether you're joining us from Twitter, you're joining us from YouTube, you're joining us from LinkedIn, or you're on the Blue app, the Blue Meta app, the Fast app, folks. A very good evening to each and every one of you, wherever you're joining us from around the world. Welcome in the ring. Good to see you. Good to be here with you folks. March is already gone. It's the last day of March, the 31st day of March, and we're so happy to be with you guys this evening. Who do we have with us tonight, folks? You know what you gotta do as you come in. You know what is required of you. Jennifer Smith, we see you there. Margaret Craig, we see you there as well. Good to see Patricia Leacock and Stacey Ann Stoll. Good to see all of our favorite. Mark Williams is here as well. Good to see Nicola Daniels. Polly-Ann Shawks, we see you there. Good to see you, Rowena Cummins and Wilma Grant. Rhonda Ann Martins. Sandra Alfonso Evans, we see you there. Chinsing Henry, Ebon Lamy. Good to see you, Lola John. Rowena, good to see you. Let's fight, folks. Good to see you, Morna Monroe. Leonard Jacobs, Cecile Ogle. Good to see each and every one of you. Marilyn Ford, Shanette. Good to see you. Eartha McCalman, Gwenna Jones. Good to see you, folks. How are you doing out there? I don't know about you, but I'm fired up, guys, and I am ready to go. We're ready to get to the fight card. So good to see you guys. So glad that you guys are here. So really glad that you folks are here. Would rather be no other place, really and truly. Making sure we're good at the back end, guys. Good to have you. Good to have each and every one of you. Share the live stream. Smash that emoji button. You know what you guys got to do. I'm just crossing my I's, dotting my T's at this end, folks. Really glad to have each and every one of you. We might have a guest coming. We just might have a guest stopping by. So I am just very, very hurry to get into the ring, folks. I'm very excited to get into the ring. Where you people at? Where you people at? Good to see you, folks. Fired up, guys. Ready to go. Fired up, guys. Ready to go. Good to have each and every one of you here with us. How have you guys been? How has the day been, guys? Good to have you. Good to see you wherever you're joining us from. And we are about ready to get to going, guys. Good to have you here with us. Share the live stream. Share. Lynn Finance, how you doing? Patricia Graves, and guys, really good to have you here. Roxanne Aaron, good to have you, Roxanne. Gail Alicock, boots on the ground. VM backing down, boots on the ground. Volmay Wilson is here as well. Natasha is here. Eartha McCalmont is here as well. Folks, you're going to want to share the live stream. You're going to want to smash that emoji button this evening. We're talking about Catfish. We're talking about his response to Darren Lal. We're going to have Kemraj Ramdachan perhaps dropping by later on to put that in context for us, guys. We want to hear from him on that issue. Deborah Leach, good to see you. Sabrina Marcus, good to see you. Destiny Child, good to see you. Good to see each and every one of you here with us. Good to have you guys with us. Yep. Good to see you, folks. Fired up at this end, ready to go Andrew Cuthbert, ready to go Edward Gonzalez, ready to go Chin Singh, Andy Williams, good to go Paula Benjamin, Paula Grease, fired up, guys, ready to go Alfred Blackett, Ingrid King, pace and power. You said it, Ingrid. Pace and power and pace. Abiola Washington, manners and respect and manners. Nalini Chinataman, good to see you, Nalini Chinataman. Good to see you there. Keith Adams, good to see you as well. Christy Barrows, good to see you. Humble B, good to see you. Yep. Paulette Niles, good to see Paulette Niles and Paulette Stewart. All the P's are out here, folks. If you don't put a comment, we won't see your name to give you guys a shout out. Names like Michaela Webster, made a comment. Sheena Hazel, Boots on the Ground, Joy Wong, William Backing Down, Boots on the Ground, Marcia Griffith. Good to see you out there, guys. We're fired up. Lots of information to get through. So I don't know about you, but I'm so excited. Ready to get to the fight card. How are you guys doing? How are you all doing? Good to see you, folks. I see Cicely Weeks is here as well. Merle Joseph. Merle, how are you? So good to see you, Merle. So good to see you. Trust you are well. Trust you are great. Good to have you this end. Colleen and Sheena, Roxanne and Samantha Jilts. Good to see you, Winston Henry. Kelvin Allen. Kelvin, how you doing? Kelvin Allen, how are you doing? Poor people governor, how are you guys doing? Good to have you guys here with us this evening. Good to have each and every one of you guys here with us tonight. And definitely, I have Kamrat standing by. I'm going to pull him into the conversation very, very early. Very early, we're going to pull him in the conversation. Good to have you folks, Kim Walker. You're going to learn to be early to class. You all are going to learn to be early. Paula Benjamin, good to see you folks. We're fired up and we are ready to go. Lots of information to get through tonight, folks, and you guys are in the right place. Yvonne Kingston, you're in the right place. Marcia Griffith, you're in the right place. Janice Booker, yes, you're in the right place as well. Good to see you folks. Francia, good to see you guys. I am fired up and ready to go. A very good evening to each and every one of you. Wherever you guys are joining us from around the world, it's our privilege to see each and every one of you guys. You know what you got to do. Smash that emoji button. Share the live stream. Fired up, guys. Ready to go. Here we go, folks. Here we pick it up from. From around the region. That is where we picking it up from. And I'm going to pull in Kemraj almost immediately because we want his impression on this. This is still going on, you know, folks. This issue here is still playing out. Jack Dio versus Trinidad. Jack Dio versus Keith Rowley. You know what? Some people ought to just drink the water, you know. Drink their water and mind their own business. Some people ought to do that. He did good. Boom, he open his mouth. He in a regional problem. An international incident, folks. He did good. Well, folks, the Trinidadian Guardian, the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, and the Express, they will not let it rest. Folks, just today, fantastic journalist in Curtis Williams wrote a piece in the Trinidad Guardian called In Defense of TNT. And what is Seba Jagdio? Is one left for Seba Jagdio. They say you want to talk, but we country falling apart. Yeah? How you gonna come there? Don't come wrong, we fun. That's what Trinidadians say. Oh, we embarrass we. When these guys can stop embarrassing us? When they can stop embarrassing us? I want to quote a quick line or two. He said, I'm glad Rowley did not fall into the trap of responding and pointing out that Guyana's gross domestic product is only 5.4 billion US. Only compare that to the country that is falling apart, which has an economy almost 4 times that of Guyana. Oh, he put out of business out there now. 21.7 billion is the GDP of Trinidad and Tobago. He goes on to say Rowley could have easily pointed out that TNT's unemployment rate is 7.2, while Guyana unemployment rate is twice at 15.6. Oh, why carry all with dirty laundry out there now? Oh, shucks. And mind you, 9,000 people lost their jobs since the PP came in. Rowley could have easily pointed out that Trinidad unemployment rate is what it is. 7.2, while ours is 15.6. The TNT Prime Minister could have said that the country's per capita is US 14,875, while Guyana is 9,250. All we story each out there. The writer goes on to say, but these figures that point to the present state of play, and give a sense of where the countries are. They do not speak to the future. And finally, folks, finally, the Trinidadian Guardian states. Why are you going to read this, folks? It's in the Guardian. Look for it. In defense of TNT, it says that Jack Dio is correct. The TNT economy is not growing since 2014. He's also correct to say that the country relies heavily on the energy sector. What Mr. Jagdio seems not to understand is that the country's energy sector is not an oil sector, but entails oil production, service companies, a large cadre of highly skilled human resource, natural gas producers, and petrochemical companies. There is also liquefaction capacity as well, as still to come, still some heavy manufacturing capabilities linked to the energy sector. So the people lay out the car got for us and said, don't come wrong, we funny. Y'all ain't there with me there yet, so we ain't falling apart. Look and mind your own barnyards. And there is where I believe I'm going to pull in Kemraj very early into the discussion this evening. We still got lots on the fight card, folks. So don't go nowhere at all. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to pull in the man himself, this evening. Mr. Kemraj Ramdachan, he's going to join us. How are you doing, sir? A very good evening to you. Respect and manners.
Thank you very much, so much, Sharad, for being here again. And yes, I must say that Barajak Dev is taking
You
a
know the
lot of
man,
blows.
Temraj. Why you open him mouth? Tell me.
Here, he wants to play relevant. And if you didn't know how Machiavellian he wants to distract the Guyanese from all the hardships that Guyanese are suffering at the hands of his administration and to get them to talk about other things like how like these issues. It is always a trick with this fella. He's very clever. So you now not going to talk about the cost of living. You now
Mm-hmm.
not going to want to talk about anything. You know not going to want to talk about unemployment. You know not going to want to talk about the environmental scourges and all kinds of scrimmages that you're having at a political level. Where you're going to now go and talk about Rowley and Jack. They were right for tell Rowley what he said. And that is the distraction whenever you are suffering major catastrophes at home. And that is what he's doing. He is very clever at it. He's about the best at it in the PPP. And that is why I think the PPP has put him out. Create the distractions from what we are doing. And of course, you're going to get the press people. You're going to get people even in the ring talking about him, whereas we should be talking about other things. And
Mm-hmm.
so that is the why he's doing what he's doing.
Machiavellian.
Machiavellian, very Machiavellian, and clever in that negative sense. And so that is what Bharat Jagdeo has always been. Quite frankly, as I have said and so many times, he should not even be there to begin with. It is like that constitutional expert in a recent conference that I was in was talking about the kingification of certain leaders. And when you get two-term limits, you should go on pasture. But a man wants, his ego is bigger than the entire Guyana, far bigger than 83,000 square miles. So he now got to fix himself to make these statements and talk about all the other things. That is not what we intended in a two-term limit and you go along your way. He is not even allowing Irfan Ali. And I am hoping that Irfan Ali is quickly going to say all these mistakes you're making and you're getting the brunt of the attacks coming to us as a result of your statements. And look, you're a private citizen now. Get out of the place. But of course, some of them are so much weaklings. They don't have the guts like myself and Moses Nagamutu and Ralph Ramkaran, who stood up to him. And of course, we paid the price of being expelled and then shelved, as it were. But that is what the man is all about. He is totally commandist, authoritarian, and a little, what was it, the fellow from Putinian.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Cameron, there's another school of thought that says that former Prime Minister in Trinidad, Kamala Persad Bissessar, is his friend, and he's campaigning for Kamala in this very stealthy way.
Oh, I don't deny that. I don't deny that. The UNC and the PPP have had very good relationships for a long time. And they probably might want to utilize certain remarks derogatory of Rowley so as to make it look as if, Rowley is doing a bad job. But Rowley is a far greater statesman, in my opinion. And he did not get fetched into the thing. Although I think that there are other politicians like that fella that was asking about Trinidad and Barbados at Prime Minister question time. And so you're going to have setups like that happening that is going to try to put pressure on the Trinidad Prime Minister. But yes, there can be a connection. I know of some businessmen that had supported UNC and associated closely with UNC, big businessmen that came to Ghana during the campaign period and, I think offered a lot of money to the PPP. And the PPP would have taken it and they got a payback now. And even if the payback means doing a job on Rowley, they're gonna ensure that that happens.
Yeah.
And who best but the big Jabat inside of Guyana here called Jagabat Jagdeo, sorry, so that they can make sure that that is said, and the
Indeed.
messages and so on.
Indeed. I want to thank those folks who are joining us. We have Kemraj Ramjitan with us, leader of the Alliance for Change. We switched up the program a little bit this evening to accommodate Kemraj very, very early. And guys, we encourage you to smash the emoji button as per normal. Share the live stream, because we coming down to the baby Jagabat. We coming down, people. Share the live stream. Smash that emoji button and let's get the move on, guys. Let's get the move on. So glad to see so many folks, thousands of folks are joining us from around the world. Folks like Suchan Sudhari and is it Tertia? Fancy names. I see Renald Warren is here and Clive Jackson and Henry Ramnott and Vanessa McCalman, Samoa Williams, and is it Tertia Melville, Peter Sills, and all you other fantastic folks. Kemraj, your party yesterday step out, and I saw our party put out a very, very strong open letter to the president on Nigel Darmalal. As you know, sir, there's some very, very strong allegations out there of misconduct, perhaps even sexual misconduct. And this, according to the press statement, the open letter put out by the Alliance for Change, is a culmination of a lot of things stemming from what transpired in the National Assembly only too recently. All the derogatory remarks, the most, a course of them was that you need a dildo comment. And so AMC, for its part, has been requesting of the president, put this young man out to pasture for a little bit, have an independent investigation, and let's see what becomes of this issue. And Irfan seems to be, I don't know, a very, very arrogant, in a sense. 2 years and that says, go and report it to the police. Take it from there.
Well, his response, that is the president's response, is ridiculous. I mean, I cannot understand why he then says, carry it to the police station. Now, there are serious allegations being made here, and you would expect the conduct of your minister, who has a disposition towards these kinds of comments and activities and of talking about defrocking our two Court of Appeal judges and all of that, who has already been known to have had issues. I remember when the public security minister, there was a serious report in which he pulled a gun on a United Nations, or I think an IDB official. And Madam Sophie Mackinnon from the IDB reported to me, and the guy was scared like hell. And the guy had to be sent back to where he came from, I think some Latin American country. And
Wow.
This kind of conduct, and I loved second chances, because you had to make a decision as to what you're going to do with this firearm and all of that. And I indicated to Silal Prasad, well, see how best we can, because that was the first time I'm hearing that he was doing this kind of nonsense. And you try as best, because you happen to know these guys from a very young age. They were young people inside of the PPP. I was a little more senior than them. And then you try as best. But look what is happening here now. I mean, and to get your president making a statement that is so ridiculous, it is as if only coming from people who never graduated from UG. My God, Irfan should have done better. Whenever there's tremendously slurs and taints on one of your ministers like that, it can pass on to your cabinet and your government. And what you do, as President Granger would have done, I know Chetty Jagan would have done it. I remember the senior finance minister, there was some slur about some transaction and so on. He investigated. He caused an investigation into Asghar Ali. So many people would have done it differently. You don't wait until you get a report in the police station, and then the girl is living overseas. I understand. How could you now go there to get her. But what you could do is to ask the minister, please, I want an investigation into this matter. What is happening here? And if his name is cleared, his name will be cleared. It's like, you know, what happened in the Gajraj matter. A senior minister in relation to a certain set of allegations that were carried to the president, and the then president, even Jagdeo, I think, had indicated that, okay, there will have to be some investigation. There was a lot of pressure put, and then it happened. But we must learn from those experiences, because this minister has been mishandling a number of issues when it comes to these kinds of matters. And the least that could be done is, of course, for an internal investigation to be carried out and to find out what really transpired here. And even if you have to go talk to the mother of the girl and also the girl, let us hear. You don't have to necessarily be a police investigation into the misconduct or alleged misconduct of a minister. And it should have been totally differently handled. But of course, there is a certain rigidity about how they circle the wagon, how they live in that bubble of theirs. Nobody seems to be, you know, by doing it on their own volition, ensure that this is inquired into. No, you got to go to the police. I don't understand that. And you don't generally, in matters of this kind of misconduct, which at this stage might not involve what you call sexual misconduct at this stage, but you get there by virtue of doing a ministerial or a presidential kind of inquiry to find out what is going on. Because it is not good to have such a, if assuming the things turn out to be true, assuming it turned out to be true, to have such an individual or personality in your cabinet. You have people get knocked off or resign for less than that. But I am proud of the women's section of our party, the Alliance for Change. It was initiated by our women arm called the WFC, and I'm glad that they're taking it up even further. I must commend the efforts of a number of the women there, and now they're taking it to the international bodies in view of the fact that what the president said. And again, the president is going to, you know, get some real stick for what he's doing. This entire world don't want Talibanic leadership that now takes away girl children from school, like what the Taliban is doing in Afghanistan. And now when you get a girl making a cry that this is the treatment I had at the hands of a certain minister, you as president is going to say what? Like the Taliban said, stay home? No, you got to move. And movement here means doing an investigation into that fella who made himself such a big embarrassment in the parliament recently.
Yeah, Cameron, why is it that you know, as you rightfully said, in any other part of the world, a minister could be fired for less than that? You know, there was one incident in Trinidad where a minister just spoke a little roughly to a stewardess, and he was sacked. You got you know, the allegations of a minister sending his body parts, the most private, you know, of them to this young woman, and a whole manner of foolishness. It seems as though this is the kind of people that they attract in this party now. It seems to be a different.
Oh yeah, well, it's been for a long while. We know the treatment of Varshni in relation to what happened with Jagdeo. I mean, she wrote about it.
Yeah,
it was stink to the high heavens how she was treated by the former president, Bar Jagdeo. And we know about other ministers who said they're going to slap the women, slap Amerindians. You know, you remember?
Yep.
Yeah. And so it is like a cultural thing. You can go ahead and slap and do all this manner of nonsense to our women folk in Guyana. Have no respect for them by senior ministers of the PPP government. And you know what? It is a shame that formidable organization that I knew about under the Jagan years, the Women's Progressive Organization, WPO, they ain't come out with nothing. and a number of senior members who are very feminist, like Priya and uh,
India.
Vindi and so on, who I have tremendous respect for, both of them, they have just shut up and clam up. I know for certain that they probably would have made internal things, internal statements about this fella. Because quite frankly, I know that they really don't, in a sense, condone the nonsense he gets on inside of Parliament. I have heard them say a number of things that this might not be the best behavior and all kind of thing. But they got to come out publicly. That is what we want in Guyana. Public pronouncements on the misbehavior or alleged misbehavior, or public pronouncements as an investigation into alleged misbehavior of a prominent minister.
They're frightened to lose the work, Emraj. They're frightened to lose the work.
That is another problem, because, Jagde will say, what were you talking about? Why you don't shut up? And all of them got, all right, thank you very much. Because Mr. Paul Pot is speaking. So you have to, you have to,
all over again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it is important that we get the public to understand that this is what they didn't bargain for, and they're now getting from the PPP. And it is a kind of information that must get out there. I would love an investigation. And if the girl is lying and the investigation says, well, she's lying, well, fine. Because you have had that happening too. There have been cases where false allegations have been made to embarrass ministers. But you do not now act on the presumption that that might be the case. You go on and you investigate. And that is how the work of these kind on these issues are conducted by presidents.
Kemraj, in addition to that, you've been around the block. You've been in politics for a little while. You've seen all of the moods and changes in this country, in the economy. Right? Some people say, Jack, you're bright bad, brighter than a 100-watt light bulb. How come in the doldrums we're concerned with the economics? We understand there is imported inflation, but you got one government, you got three finance ministers, you got Kaulasar in there, you got Ashley Singh in there, Jack New in there. How come everything raising? Flour, rice, plantain, eggs, meat. What thing in this place? We can't live in this country soon.
Well, it's a problem of management and a problem of money management, especially those oil monies. And it has some international repercussions by virtue of the inflation at an international level. I must concede that. But it is tremendously contributed to by what is called this great expectation that they proffered to the people of Guyana. When you take so many billions of dollars already and you put it into a sugar sector that now proving to be dead, as we have always said, it is money wasted. It's better you would have diverted that set of cash and give the people in a time of hardship like now. But when you want just to go and spend it on a base support area, knowing that it is a black hole, that it's just going to suck it up in almost big times, like right now that is happening. I mean, the sugar industry just eating up your money. What kind of management is that? And then they're not getting the people cutting the cane. The generation don't want to cut. This new generation don't want to cut. So much strikes happening. Now, even in the rice sector, they're not trying to subsidize. I came out last week with about a 5-point plan in relation to the rice sector. They're cussing you about the rice sector, about how the AFC not wanting to care about rice farmers. But are they caring? Are they caring? You can put a lot of the interventions at the governmental level to help the rice farmers. But they just wanted their vote. And that is why I'm telling rice farmers, they're now calling on you. I want you to come up at the Blackbush. Come up. But what do you want me to come up for? You not get what you want now? But I be starve here. Oh, y'all starving? I didn't know that y'all starving. Y'all telling Jagdeo that? Y'all telling Zulfikar that? Please go and tell them. And by the way, a lot of people can't get 3 square meals in this country now.
There are thousands, comrades, thousands.
Yeah. And that is what they want, but they're gonna distract people from all those catastrophes that they have created by stating Rowley country falling apart. Is your own country falling apart? Your own country, set that right. And get good people, good economists to deal with it. Don't go and say that you're going to come out from the CARICOM. Only just now I had an interview with a reporter saying that if, like as Datadin, I don't know since when Datadin is an expert on CARICOM treaty. You remember we in Parliament had indicated that this treaty obligations might be violated because of our local content.
Yeah.
And all we want you
They
to
ram
do...
it through the National Assembly, comrades.
Yeah.
They ram it through.
They ram it through. All we want was a delay for a 2-week or a 3-week period to get some CARICOM legal experts to ensure that this thing was not violated. Because once we sign on our treaties and we want to live the rule of law life, we got to abide by our contractual obligations under treaty law. Now, they didn't want that. And now they're telling people that, Trinidad, we can't bother with Trinidad. And they get a set of their acolytes in the business community, like Tucker and all of them, who feel that, okay, it is our time. It is very opportunistic nationalism that these people are spouting. Look, the Trinidadians know more about the oil industry than anybody in the Caribbean because they got 100 years of experience.
Yep. That comes to something.
That counts for something. And you just don't go and exclude them, especially when they are CARICOM citizens in a CARICOM treaty arrangement under the Treaty of Chaguaramas. They have a right to put their capital here. They have a right to move here. They have a right to do business here. We can't exclude them. And so if you do have a local content law, I prefer Guyanese getting the businesses and so on. But if you do have a local content law, you have to live in accordance with the arrangements that you have put yourself into. And that is the framework of the Treaty of Chaguaramas. Now, assuming you get the advice being taken that didn't say we're going to come out of the thing. When you come out of the thing, what going to happen to your rice industry? What going to happen to your sugar industry? Because we sell these products to Trinidad. We sell these products to other Caribbean countries, and we get a kind of a special prices too. Because Trinidadians might very well glad too that if Guyana come out, they can go and buy the rice from South Asian countries where it is produced far cheaper and where they buy it and can buy it far cheaper. What will happen to Guyanese markets? What will happen to the rice markets with Guyanese?
But comrades, if Datadin was so bright, he might have had a bigger portfolio in this administration. If it is this
I don't want to get to that person. He probably
but I'm
likes
going to
his
get to
law.
it, comrades. I'm going to get to it.
Whatever it is important too to understand that, yes, probably. He probably could have gotten Todd's position because this is what a serious deficit of your Minister of Foreign Affairs not advising the government properly in relation to the Treaty of Chaguaramas. And you're allowing business community members who are your base supporters, like the cane cutters and sugar workers and so on, to influence you. And of course, once that is the case, they don't mind the economic ramifications or repercussions. They go right ahead and blindly, like bats, gone and deal with the issue as in accordance with that kind of advice. That is dangerous for Guyana. And it is not good policy making. It is not good policy making in the beginning to go and cuss up a man like Rowley. Rowley is a very smart politician and a very smart prime minister. But this is how, the Jagabats would want to distract our gaze away from the main issues of the country. And they want to take your gaze away. So you ain't seeing how you're starving. You ain't seeing how you're not getting food for your little picnic. You can't buy this. You can't transport them to school now. We're going to deal with Rowley because they're dealing with Rowley. That is foolish. And that is wrong. And that is not the kind of politics we want with a CARICOM neighbor. I am glad that the Guardian and the other newspaper came out and put a lash on that fella, who really should be writing some book or planting a garden right now. But he wants to serve his third term. And that is what he's doing. I am hoping that Irfan Ali will be influenced to say, hey, you're a private citizen now, I go along your way.
What a third term it is. What a third term it is. Kemash, just before I let you go, Barbara Feinstein, very high up in the U.S. administration, paid us a visit recently. What did you make of that?
They're very concerned. There is no doubt, because we also met with embassy officials here from the U.S. Embassy. And they're very concerned about governance in this country. And they also paid a lot of attention to what the President of America, Mr. Biden, said in relation to that anniversary celebration statement, Republic anniversary. That we got to ensure that good governance and inclusive governance and non-discriminatory governance apply here in Guyana, especially in the context of all this oil wealth that we have been God blessed with. And they want to see what is going on. How all of a sudden fishermen profits gone down. Fishermen can't catch the amount of fish that they want. The lady gone and talked to the fishermen. The lady come and he talked to the opposition leader. The lady come and talk to Article 13 about good governance issues. So they know what they're doing. But Jagdeo, as against all of those major issues, want to keep a quarrel with Rowley. So all of those issues now, apart from the hardships of Guyanese, apart from all these diplomatic tiffs that you'd have, and so on, you're going to talk about Rowley. But these are the important issues that we got to be talking about. Feinstein coming in here for purposes of ensuring that this government get its trajectory right, get its direction right. And I believe that they're trying to persuade them. But, you know, I don't think it's the same thing had happened in around 2010, 2011 time. And even prior to that, that they're coming back and just giving their friends and family the contract, not being in any way inclusive in their governance style, don't want to talk to leader of opposition right up to the time he resigned and so on. That is the kind of thing that they want. And that is not what is good for Guyana. We are a small country and we all could be millionaires in US terms in a couple of years' time as the oil monies flow in. But they don't want that. They would want their friends, families, and favorites. They want F up this country.
Let's leave it there, Kemraj. Let's leave it there. Friends, families, and favorite, the three Fs. Thanks, Kemraj. Thanks for coming by. Leader of the Alliance for Change, Member of Parliament, Shadow Minister for Agriculture, Kemraj. Thanks for stopping by this evening. They want to F up the country. Friends, family, and favorite. That's where we are, folks. We got a lot of ground to cover. To stay with us, guys, and let's get right to it. FYI, for your information. Thanks, Kemraj, for your information, guys. And here we go, right off the bat. We getting a World Trade Center, folks. Them boys can tell you all, we are getting a World Trade Center. Yep, nice time, folks, nice time. A World Trade Center, we're being made to understand that DDL, folks, DDL has been talking with their U.S. counterparts. Yep. DDL has been talking to the folks in the U.S., and we are learning that a World Trade Center, the first of its kind, will be set up in the Caribbean community, and it will be set up in Guyana. This follows the culmination of several months of negotiation between Demerara Distillers Limited and the New York headquarters, or rather the New York headquartered World Trade Center Association. And so, folks, we're getting a World Trade Center. I don't know. I'm excited and I am not, because like I see this movie before and I don't like how it ended. I like how it ended. I see this movie before and I like how it ended. But kudos to the folks who are putting this together. Kudos to the folks. We want to see those emojis, guys, and we want you to smash the emoji button and share the live stream as well. We're getting a World Trade Center, guys. Nice time. Pace and power. Here we go. What else happening, guys? Oh, yes. Nice time again, Harbor Bridge. Y'all getting fancy toll system coming soon. World Trade Center. right? And the guys are telling us for the World Trade Center, they're going to be putting it where the DDL have their headquartered, their headquartered in Kingston. That's the spot they're putting it. But Lemar Harbour Bridge, automatic toll come in. Fancy thing, nice time. We're going big, folks. We're going big. Nice time. The Lemar Harbour Bridge is going to have an automatic tolling system. It's going to be officially launched tomorrow. They're telling us already a number of government vehicles use the system, which the general manager of the bridge company, Mr. Wayne Watson, said has been successful. So government vehicles have been testing it so far. And I don't want to get into all of it because they don't pay us for the advertising here, but you're going to have to purchase credit, and an automatic sensor system is going to know when your vehicle is there, the kind of vehicle you're driving, your name and all of that, and the money will be deducted. Fancy thing coming to the Harbour Bridge. I just hope it doesn't cause more backlog of traffic backing up there on the Lemar Harbour. That's my only hope. That's my only concern. But we got to improve. We got to move forward. Got to improve. Got to move forward, folks. That's happening at the Lemar Harbour. So just now, when you're driving through the Harbour Bridge, you just say click, clicks. Money deducted, and you're gone through. Click, clicks. That being said, folks, lots of white car to get to. Signs in the Times. People, signs in the Times. Here was happening. Oh, Fire Nation, folks. A pensioner perished today when his house went up in flames. Where did this happen, you might ask? Thank you for asking, guys. Thank you for asking that. 76-year-old man today was killed after fire destroyed his Bachelor Adventures East Coast Demerara home. The dead man has been identified as Charles Brown of Lot 292, Bachelor's Adventure. Preliminary reports said that the fire would have started after a kerosene stove was left unattended. Preliminary reports telling us that's how the fire got started. Lots more to get to, folks. Moving on the fight card. Moving on. We're going to try to be a hero this evening. Help. We don't know how we missed this one, folks. We don't know how we missed this one over the weekend, but this happened last Sunday. A whole tree came down into a man's home and his neighbor home. This happened in Lane Avenue, guys. A whole tree. Can you imagine that? A whole tree come to disturb the fella. A whole tree. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look. A whole tree.
Hey, you outside the back, so you ain't got nothing. You know.
Yep. We there. Boom, the tree came down. How unfortunate on that man's home. Thankfully, there was no loss of life there. No fatalities. Huge tree, folks. Huge tree came down there. We there. Guess what we see? Story happening at GPHC. Story, do you really love my body? You're looking so sexy. We being made to understand that Mr. Raymond Cummins has been investigated. Mr. Raymond Cummins, as you know, is the brother of one Ejil. Don't ask me how he named Cummins and the other one named Ejil. I didn't christen them. I don't know. So don't ask me, but I can find out for y'all if y'all really want to know. So Mr. Cummins was asked to proceed on a month leave. We're being made to understand that May too soon, because the General Registrar's office falls under Ministry of Home Affairs. And we're being told that May visited the GRO's office. We're being told, folks, who's smashing the emoji button? Who's sharing the live stream? We're being told they were raised voices. We don't know the content of the conversation, the complexion of the discussion, but we're being made to understand credible sources telling us that Mr. Cummins was asked to proceed on leave and an investigation is happening. We've been made to understand it also. Remember right here, we played a video Mr. Cummins put up on TikTok with he and a young woman, a staff there, really feeling sexy and loving each other's bodies and so forth. A staff right there in the General Registrar's office, we are being made to understand that the young lady as well was asked to proceed on leave. That is information coming to us at this time. This is the allegations that are coming to us, that both of them have been asked to proceed on leave. And folks, as we get the checkups, we bring it to you live and direct. You know, I heard a lot of people say, May to sound a whole set of nonsense since she became PSD at Home Affairs. This is the one proper thing she ever did. The one proper thing she ever did. Well, let's see where this goes. Monthly investigation proceeds. Why can't happen to Darmlal? For something perhaps even more egregious. All right, we ain't going into that though. We ain't going into that. Mr. Cummins is on leave, and let's see where this investigation goes and what it produces, guys. What it produces, moving on to the fight card. Respect and manners. Respect and manners. Look what happening here now. Look what happening here. At the GPHC, they have done a groundbreaking weight loss surgery. Yep. I'm happy for the work Valda Lawrence did as Minister of Health in this health sector, bringing up that institution from the doldrums. And, you know, a lot of people going to look slim now. A lot of people going to look slim. Who can share the live stream for us? Who can smash the emoji button for us so all of us can get the valid and credible information? Right? I seen some of y'all say, is that what happening there now? Weight loss surgery? Let me see how they're looking. Let me see how they're looking. Nice time for some people. Nice time for some people. Yeah, I want to say respect and manners to the folks there. All of the folks, the hard-working staff. You know, a lot of times they come in for a lot of flack. And rightfully so, because there's abundant nonsense there. Like May to stand at Home Affairs. But 1 and 2 times, they get things right. And we want to say kudos that the guys there are moving in this direction. I really want to say kudos to them. Kudos to them, Roxanne, Heaven Faith, Laverne Lincock, Paulette Hawk, Kippins. Kudos to them. This is a step in the right direction. And as we're talking about weight loss surgery, as we're on this topic, people, I remember, I know about you, but I remember when a certain person who shall not be named came to government, the man was thick. He was thick. Right? The man was thick. I don't know if it's the pressures of late. I don't know if it's the hard times. I don't know if it's the economy. I don't know what it is. Right? But Irfan different now. Irfan is different now, folks. Irfan is different now. This is Irfan last night at a big event at the stadium. Right? So I just show you how it started, folks. Look how it started. You see how it started? Oh my. The man was thick. This is how it started. But look how it's going. So like whoever Jack you're drinking, he's sharing it with Irfan. Whoever's the tinners, Jack you're drinking. Or I don't know if the man passed by GPHC lately. I don't know, but something happening here. You know, I like how they don't tell me nothing in this country. Everything's a state secret. You gotta find out everything for yourself. Yeah. Everything's a state secret. Something happening there though. Something. Nothing irregular. Nothing irregular. Maybe a blonde could change your life. Maybe. I don't know. I just taking things as I see them. But the Georgetown Hospital doing fantastic work. Kudos to the guys there. Kudos to the guys. After 1 time is 2 time. You don't stay one way all the time, folks. You don't stay one way all the time. Whatever the president doing? Whatever you doing, sir? Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on doing whatever you're doing. Before, folks. Let me give you that one more time. Don't send me out fast. It's Facebook. This is the before. That's the before. And this is the after. I never see me tax money looking, sir. Slim yet. Slims. Nobody has the catfish. I guess the slims. Yep. That's what's happening there. But again, kudos to the folks at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation with that groundbreaking weight loss surgery. But just as we come out of that, puppet presidency, don't let me fool myself. What it is, y'all see recently, everyone is not you, man. I sure everyone probably get instructions, go and get slim. I sure get instructions, go and get slim. Puppet presidency. Well, the Chinese ambassador asked to meet with the president recently. What the Chinese ambassador did not know, she should have asked which one. Well, number 1, number 2 are both. Although, so when she turned up, folks, when she turned up at Chip the Ryan Chanjapal Drive, boom, puppet presidency in full effect. Oh, Father, The Chinese, the interpreter looked embarrassed, like, you know what we do? Like, what is fella doing in this car here? This man can't sit down by himself. Big Uncle Catfish can't sit down by himself and talk with the Chinese ambassador. Why somebody got to be looking over his shoulder? Big Uncle Catfish can't have a conversation in peace. Somebody always right over his shoulder, watching on. Watching on. What's this? Fraudulency. Fraudulency, that's what it is. Installation. That is what it is. The man can't meet one-on-one with nobody. This one is always there, lingering, hovering around. Who can share the live stream for us? Who can smash the emoji button for us? Always there, hovering, looking on, whispering. But there's another school of thought that says that Jack Joe frightened air and embarrass we. But somebody had to give Jack Joe a chance. Why ain't giving the little boy a chance? Somebody had to give you a chance. Folks, and that's what's happening. Puppet presidency. Right over his shoulder all the time watching on. All the time watching. Look at the energy in the room. Look where the Chinese ambassador is. Close to the quote-unquote president. Jack Joe just there watching and say, like I there for nothing. Oh, puppet presidency on full display. Take up Spitter. Here comes Bitter Charlotte Smith Daniels, respect and manners. Here comes Bitter Puppet Presidency. Puppet Presidency. Moving on, folks. Spotted. Spotted. We can't talk about one and we talk about the other. We can't talk about one and we talk about the other. Look who we spot recently. Look who we spot recently. Short stuff. Short stuff. I like Aria Ali. I love me some Aria Ali. Me and Kerry say. I love me some Aria Ali. So it was good to see Aria out recently. She was in the interior doing some. I love me some Aria Ali. Maybe it's Aria Ali. So go and slim down, my brother. Go and slim down. Don't come wrong with funny. Go and slim down. So she was out there recently, folks. Out there recently. We spot her. She was in Kanzil in Region 1 doing a needs assessment. And she was also donating some supplies to more than 200 Venezuelan migrants who have settled there since fleeing their country. Yep. She was doing a needs assessment as well as distributing some much needed items there. You go, Aria. You go. Nice to see Aria out there. Oh, what a shorty, boy. What a shorty. Wow. Real nice, folks. Moving on. I'm sorry I got some real time to spend here, though. I'm sorry I ain't got some time to linger with this one and unpack this package. Unpack this package. Short stuff. Yep. Moving on. Moving on, folks. Let me all fast. Photo of the day, however. So spotted. We spot Aria Ali at Kanzil there, Region 1. Doing some good work. Congrats to the First Lady. Congrats. Good work the First Lady doing. Right? You know when he's first, when he step out your boundaries, we just got to pull him back quick. But good work on this one. Good work. Photo of the day, though. Respect and manners. Photo of the day. Look where the photo of the day goes to. Who the photo of the day goes to? Respect and manners to Samuel Haynes. You know when you get your own billboard, you're big. That's why I encourage our young people, go and study. Do your best. And parents, you have to give them all the tools they need to succeed. So quite recently, Samuel Haynes, the top Regional Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination CAPE student, right? The top CAPE student for the region, not for the country. No, I ain't talking about Region 4, I'm talking about for the entire Caribbean region. The top student for 2020-2021. He was honored for his stellar performance at those examinations by a youth organization, Youth Arise. Congrats to Youth Arise over the weekend, and they erected a billboard to honor him at Middlewalk, Buxton. Could anything good come from Buxton? Yes, it can, because Samuel M-A-I-Haynes. When you got such a name, you gotta be bright. You got to be bright. So this billboard was erected at Middlewalk, Buxton. If you don't think anything good could come from Buxton, respect and manners to Samuel Haynes. He did exceptionally well at Cape. And folks, this deserves a share. I want y'all bring them young people to see these parts of the program. See these parts of the program. He studied, applied himself, right? And he has been honored in this way. Respect and manners. I say again, respect and manners to Samuel M.A.I. Haynes. Good job. Keep it going. Keep it going, our young people. Don't give up. Young people don't give up. That's what's happening on that front. Moving along on the fight card. I gotta be a hero tonight, guys. To get you guys to the finish line in good time. Moving on, things tight. Things are tight, Mark Joquin. And Leonard Jacobs. I see Karen Murray Hawker. I see Mark Doris, Nicola Daniels, Peter Sills. Reader saying things tight. The next question you gotta ask, guys. The next question is how tight. You want how tight? This is how tight. It's so tight. People selling the used clothes now. You can't make it, you know. You think I can start and go sell the fancy clothes in the World Cup there? Nothing happening in this economy. Nothing. The economy stuttering. Things tight. People trying to make ends meet. So we saw on Facebook, we own eBay. This is not the only one, you know. People selling used clothes, used bra, used underwear, used shirts, used boots. Right? Things tight. People got to make it. So people giving up the little quote-unquote luxuries. I got a couple things myself I can put out just now. Anybody want old boots, old slipper, and umbrella? Hit me up, people. People just trying to make ends meet. People just trying to make ends meet. Valmy Wilson, Joan Stephanie, Cheryl Mengo, Rowena Cummins, Mary Fraser, Shannon Barnes, Fit Goulbury. Good to see you. Carla the Ronalds. People just trying to make ends meet. How you gonna vex with them? How you gonna vex with them? If it's not part of the solution, it's part of the problem. Moving on quickly, guys, on the fight card. Narco state, what I tell y'all? I tell y'all, it's a narco state. Things tight. Things tight. People doing a lot of foolishness, though. Watch this. Watch this. Some big women pushing coke. That's how tight things tight, folks. Some big women pushing coke. 3 seniors among 5 held with cocaine. Y'all want how tight things tight? This is how things tight. Granny taking a chance. In her granny life, granny never push coke. This government come now for my granny push coke. Look, story here, 60-year-old James Hubbard, 62-year-old Lena Narine, 72-year-old Jennifer Butcher. And then they had some young yams, 47-year-old Gregory Farrier, 27-year-old Jamal Narine were all arrested after the operation of the Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit unearthed some stuff at their home based on a tip-off. Yep. This is what they're bringing people to this country. This is what they're bringing to narco state. Granny taking a chance, Darwin Hines. Pressure bus pipe. Pressure. McCrab man vice. Pressure bus pipe. Steve O'Crow. Look what happening here. Erica Hooper, Abby Brown, Deanne Britton, Paulette, Donette, Belfield, Ronald, Waddles, Worrell, and Marilyn Ford. Look what happening. Pressure. Granny get pressure. Granny, Jennifer, 72. And Jennifer taking a chance. You see how things tight? That's how things tight. Right? But we always say here, you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Things get tight, things get hard, things get bleak, things get black. But you got the integrity, you got character. You understand? Don't carry yourself in that direction. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. Moving on, folks. Moving on. Tell you it's narco state. Them boys come back. Narcos said 3 arrested following the discovery of a cocaine minibus, cocaine in everything. Cocaine in Granny, cocaine in Board, cocaine in Corla, cocaine in minibus. 3 arrested overnight, folks. 3 arrested. According to Kanu, cocaine in minibus now. Again, another tip-off. Send Kanu in a particular direction. 3 arrested. Coke flowing through this country more than water. Right? It's not land of many waters, you know. It's land of many cokes. Land of many cokes, people. I ain't talking about popcorn and that other cokes. Land of many cokes is land of many water. Folks are trying to be a hero here. Moving on the fight card. Pace and power. I didn't tell you all arrive alive. We covered this issue last evening. We covered this story last evening. There on the Avenue of the Republic, that bus that went overboard, guys. That bus, I tell y'all, arrive alive. But some of y'all didn't hear it. We got some additional footage I want to share with you guys. I tell y'all, arrive alive. Slow down. Be cautious. Be careful.
This is true. Phone, with the first people come to these people rescue you, so phone. You see me wet? Me got wet. This is true more the people. Up to now, they can't get out the man from there yet. Yeah, man, what? What is it? It's crazy, sir, boy. What? I just sit down and I barely hear the knock, boy. For the job. You get paid off this container.
Yep. Slow down, guys. Slow down. Share the live stream. Smash the emoji button. Slow down. And let me arrive alive, man. Let us arrive alive. Finally, in the program this evening, folks, some headline we think ought to interest you. Headlines, folks. Headliners. We think ought to interest you. Sabbath News telling us that Hickens' appointment in accordance with the Constitution. This according to the installed Attorney General. Yep. He come out to bat. He's coming out to bat for Hickens. He said Hickens' appointment is Nandalal is in accordance with the Constitution. We're coming down on the left-hand side. Still with Sabbath News, they tell us that Linden, Mubura Road, rehab expected to start soon. Everything coming soon. And this according to the Bishop, coming soon. Linden, Mubura Road, rehab is expected to start soon. Newsroom telling us Cricket Carnival will create a unique experience. Yep, a unique world-class brand. Cricket Carnival. Yep. That's last night with Catfish when pose up with that redhead, or rather with that blonde. Last night pose up. Since the man gets slim, the man pose up slims. How they looking for you? World-class brand. This Cricket Carnival. Y'all try that. Newsroom again. Girl 15 seriously injured after drunk driver U-turns, causing 4 vehicle accident. Yep. Newsroom for you. DPI telling us that Guyana hosts successful oil spill response simulation exercise. Don't say we want the 9.5 billion audited. Right? But we're happy that they host a successful oil spill response simulation. We're happy about that. And then we're on the left, now we're on the right rather, with the Chronicle. And the Chronicle says Hickens takes charge, making several changes to top functionaries in the Guyana Police Force. And then again, the Chronicle telling us that Volkswagen to recall more than 100,000 cars on fire risk. I see a lot of Volkswagen selling here. I thought you guys should know, FYI, Volkswagen is going to recall more than 100,000 cars on fire risk. I know that means nothing to y'all, Some we just like drive. Being concerned, we drive till the tire smooth. But follow that up, folks, for your own safety, your own health and safety. Follow that up. iNews telling us active COVID-19 cases now at 78 after 7 new infections. Mind you, they say if you do the home test, you don't have to report if you're positive. So this figure won't be the accurate thing. But this is according to iNews rather. My apologies, Newsroom. iNews says active COVID-19 cases now at 78 after 7 new infections. And then Culture News is telling us foreigners using locals to get around local content regulation. And that's not why we tell y'all, take your time and peel your pine. Let it go to a full debate in the National Assembly. No, y'all ram it through. But this is what you get. Foreigners using locals to get around local content regulation. Y'all ain't ashamed to even admit that. And then finally, folks, according to Culture News, Minister Barrett mum on the 9 billion Payara audit. Right? Payara spent the money in Guyanese got paid back, And for some reason, Catfish and Papa Jagabat, they don't want to audit it. For some strange reason, folks, we cannot fathom why. They don't want to audit this money. Right? ExxonMobil could inflate price. We just trust people just up. With $9 billion, a man just come and say, oh, here's how I spend your $9 billion. You now have to see the receipts or nothing. That's the kind of country we're running, folks. Come on now. That can't be good governance. That can't be good governance at all. We got to do more programs like this, guys. So we want to invite you, come and partner with us more programs, more fire, more pace, more power. Boots on the ground, folks. Boots on the ground, getting you the valid and credible information. Come and partner with us. We are available via Cash App, available via PayPal, Zelle, MMG, Western Union, MoneyGram. We are available, guys. Come on board and partner with us. Pace and power, pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. Yep, we're powered by you guys, and we're so grateful. Chanel Smith Daniels, good to see you there. Wink, 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 Chanel. Wink, wink, wink. Good to see you, folks. Thanks for joining us this evening. That's our program. That's our time. Good to have you guys here. I don't know about you, but I'm going to stick around a little bit and give some folks a shout out. Make a comment, share the live stream, smash that emoji button. Shondell Moses, thanks for being here. Candy Nalina Ndji, thanks for being here. Donna Miller, thanks for being here. Pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. Charlotte Smith Daniel, wink, wink, wink. Donna McDonald, folks, come and partner with us. Come on, I'm certain by now, we've been out here for more than 2 years now. Pace and power, certainly. You see what we've done. We've grown from strength to strength because you guys have been the wind beneath our wings. Come and partner with us so that we can do more, get you more information, get you more, folks, more, just for you guys, to keep you guys informed. Pace and power, pace and power. That's how we do it. Margaret Craig, Brent Mentor. Brent, I ain't see you for a long time. So long I ain't see you. Charlotte Barnes, good to see you, Brent. Steve Okro, how you doing? Steve Okro, expensive now, you know, that's bushy food now. We used to turn up with nose at Steve Okro, but now Steve Okro is bushy food. Good to see you, Chin Sing Henry, Carol Jonas. Respect and manners, Carol Jonas. Respect and manners, Penelope Howard. Janet Edwards, respect and manners. Who shared the live stream, folks? Share the damn live stream. What's the matter with you guys? Come on now. Come on now. Share the live stream. It's Michelle Salomon, Diane Britton, Roxanne Aaron, Utindi Grant, Auntie Sandra Hanover. Good to see you, folks. Pace and power. Fired up, Sharon Sunshine, and ready to go. It's Michelle Solomon. Good to see you as well, folks. Thousands of you are still watching us. Smash that emoji button. Give us a share. Good to see you. That's our time. That's our program. Deborah Jones, Wanda, good to see you. Maxine Monroe, Ingrid King, good to see you. Nessa Wardine, Shondell Moses, good to see you. Thanks, guys. We're really heartened that you guys join us every night as we do this, bringing you valid and credible information. Thank you so much for your presence. It means the world to us. Go safe forth. Go safe. Go safe. Go safe. Go safe. Go ahead and be great, people. Go ahead and be great. It's our pleasure having you. That's our time. That's our program. Ensure you share the live stream before you go and smash that emoji button. It's gonna touch our heart. It's gonna touch me art. It's gonna touch me art, people. It's gonna touch me. That being said, that's our time. That's our program. Stay safe, guys. See you tomorrow. FYI in the morning at 8. Then we below the belt at 12. Back in the ring at 8 p.m. Good to see you and stay safe. Stay safe.